All right, so I had to get. I'm producing out a live video with Maxx in the other series, and I had to kind of switch over to this one. And this is a video capture system that I'm using right now. And I got into this trade off the signal here at this point of immersion, right? So the immersion is this really thick support line here. Now that's become resistance. So above here it was support, which it failed over. It's been fighting that for a while. Touched it a bunch of times, and we look for this kind of setup as well. This little bounce here off of this is worrying me just a little bit, but I think we're going to be okay, and we should be fine. But I'm going to just let the video keep going, and we're going to go from there to kind of wait for this. We got about 2 pips in between. We're sitting pretty good on the margin, but I'm really feeling confident about that movement there. I don't have my drawing tool out either. I mean, this is how naked this is right now, is that I've waited for this position to kind of fill to see if it was going to be a bounce and go off, because if you can kind of look, we were heading into an uptrend, did really well, but then we started to break that uptrend right around in here, hit this area of consolidation, added some retort, and then pulled off. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for these battles that happen on the lines in the sand. And we're going to sit here. Still got about 2 minutes left, so it's very frustrating. But finding this kind of mentality in here is really important, because if you wait for your proper control, like here, it couldn't have happened, right? We couldn't have done it here because we didn't have proper authority here with this support line that was here. We would have been bouncing all over the place. But we did get into this trade, right? I was able to get in this trade because it was just below. It came back up and fought against it and came down below. So we ended up winning on this particular signal. We took this particular signal just moments ago in a recording that we just did. And I'm recording this one as well. See, so stuff like this, we couldn't have done it because there was no other support information here. Here, we couldn't have done anything because there was no support information. We're waiting live at this point. I wish you could hear my heart beating. Even though I say that the emotion, you have to be very careful about the emotion when trading in this platform. You know, you get down to this last 30 seconds, everything disappears. You can't do anything. You are completely helpless at this point. And I got to tell you, you know, I love the 5-minute trades now. I was always very frustrated with them for the longest time, because I knew that things like this could happen, just like this right now with 8 seconds left. To say, I'm tensing up, I'm tensing, and look at that. Whew, 1 pip. That's all it took. It was just 1 pip from there to get the win. And I guess this is why I'm looking for perfect. Like today, I'm not trading anymore. That was my final bout. I had enough excitement in that in that 5 minutes that I've had all week. All right. I'm Max Farrell. This is Dex Trader, and we'll see you next time. So in that previous video, I had I'd only done 1 trade today so far. And I found another setup that I had been practicing with for some time now, and I wanted to be able to get that in there. And I had already started to produce the video that showed this win that's up here, and when this one kind of came into and fell into my lap while I was going back and forth, my alerts went off. Now, normally I don't do that. Normally I try not to trade more than once or twice a day, and this is my 2nd trade in, so I haven't traded. That's my sheet for July. Here's for August. Let me get this written in. You're seeing me do housekeeping right now, and I apologize. Let's see, right here, put that there. I'm going to copy that. and you're there. Boom. Okay. Now, what this is that I have code behind. You can kind of see it's just a summing code, you know, to add up the last 4 lines there, and this just calculates the win-loss ratio and a few other things here. There's all code behind. When you're doing this, you learn how to do this. I show you how to do all this stuff. So I didn't trade on August 1st. I had some other things that was going on, like I explained in that previous video. But in today so far, this is a $687 day. Okay, so made up for yesterday, but I really don't do that. I don't try to make up for days I win or if I lose in those processes. Last month, see, I'm hearing the ding going off, and I want to go over. I got to turn it all. I got to turn it off, because if not, I'll be trading all day, right? And so I just turned off the DexTrader website, so I won't be tempted to sit down there and trade all day. Even though that I could do probably pretty well with it, with the kind of concepts that we do, I'm not going to do that. But for July, we made $4,244 on 13 trades from July 19th. These are all recorded on videos through the process from the 24th on. Every single one has been recorded with a video, just like these 2 that we just did today in 2 separate videos. I hope you get something from this. We have a lifetime membership that's hitting, that's coming off, that I explained in the previous video. There's a link in the description of this video. Also, smash the subscribe button and make sure that you get notifications when these things come up, because I give you little tidbits on what I do in the process of trading these. And the more that you watch, the more that you see the way that I look at the trades, the better you will be. Okay, I just have to do some quick housekeeping in here. SR level, drop down. Okay, and this was also an SR level drop down, meaning that I had a trend indication, and once it broke immersion through a particular trend value, I was able to go on forward with it. And those are just my notes. As you probably see, I keep notes on, you know, what I do and when I'm trading and that kind of stuff. All right, I'm Max. This is Dex. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, trade well.